Okay. I think we're good. So we can get started. Church, welcome to all my returning church members, baby. Welcomes. And to all my new people, please, baby, please make sure to smash that subscribe button and to also click that bell notification so you are notified every time I decide to upload a video. Now, look, today is Tuesday, April 16th. I hope y'all have had a good week so far. For all of y'all that basically work conventional schedules of, Monday through Friday and stuff like that, hope y'all are traversing the week expertly. I'm doing okay today. Just trying to, of course, stay productive and get the stuff that I say I'm going to get done. So, the eternal struggle of each week. But anywho, I got a couple topics to talk with y'all tonight about. And I figure let's start with like a continuation of a story I did before, which is this whole Rashee Rice car crash thing, right? So for all of y'all that had lives and couldn't keep up, remember, he basically was on a freeway in Dallas. He was driving a Lamborghini Urus, which is like the SUV one, okay? And he was racing a Corvette that he owned that his friend was driving, right? So he owned the Corvette, but the Lamborghini was a rental. And apparently, one thing led to another with the street race, and it ended up culminating in them having an accident, mass panic on the highway, and other people were involved in stuff. So I told y'all last time, the lawsuits and the charges from this thing are going to stretch out for a while because there's so many people and so many factors involved, right? So now the latest update is that as of yesterday, Rashee Rice was sued over the Dallas car crash for more than $10 million. Am I surprised? Absolutely not, okay? I told y'all that these lawsuits are coming, and this is only the first two people that have come forward, all right? People like to get while the getting is good, and I'm not saying that it's unwarranted in this case because clearly, people can't sue you over something you ain't done. I guess they can sue you over things that you ain't done. But in this case, honey, he did the thing, so he's getting sued over it rightfully, right? So two people have sued him for more than $10 million. And they say that, I want to make sure I get this right for y'all. They claim that they suffered, among other things, get ready for this, brain trauma, lacerations that required stitches, internal bleeding, okay, mental anguish, property damage, medical bills, and more in the suit. I think all of it is legitimate, all right? I think that if you've ever been in a car crash or any sort of auto accident, y'all will know that it's not just the issues that you deal with on the day of, it's the stuff that kind of comes up in the days subsequent once, all of the adrenaline has worn off of the situation and you really figure out how your body's feeling, what's actually happened, etc. Okay? So, like I said, this is not going to be the last lawsuit he's going to face. This is only the first two people that have sued him. As I told y'all, the other people that were on the highway that were affected by his actions that day will probably start to sue. You can expect to probably hear something from the company that he rented the Lamborghini from because, don't nobody want their property destroyed. So if he totaled the Lamborghini, there's going to be a lawsuit surrounding that as well. And then we haven't even heard anything about the Dallas Police Department and probably all the charges that are going to come his way for negligent driving, reckless driving, driving over the speed limit, and etc. So all of this stuff between the charges and the lawsuits and the pending lawsuits and the lawsuits that have yet to be filed, this is going to last for a while. As I told y'all before in my prior video, I just don't believe in throwing away people, okay? Because we can be a bit more pragmatic than that. And, I've done stupid stuff in my 20s before, albeit it wasn't at this level, but everything in life is relative, okay? So we all have trials and tribulations. We all go through things, but it's really how we deal with it in terms of how we make amends after the fact that really shows what kind of character that you have, right? So I think that the best thing that Rashee could do at this point is to just fall on his sword and let the chips fall where the hell they may, okay? You were completely wrong in this situation. You shouldn't have been doing no street racing. I know that you're 23, but, in the eternal words of my father, there's no lesson like a bought lesson, okay? And young man, I cannot believe I just said young man. I cannot believe I just said young man. Yo, I am getting old in this piece, okay? Y'all, I am 33 years old. I'm going on 65 right now. Look, I am still young, juicy, and fine, all right? And I'm only, what, 10 years older than Rashee? I refuse to call him young man. No. Okay, Rashee, look, you gonna be okay. Fall on your sword and basically let the chips fall wherever the hell they may. Okay, you got to take a responsibility for your actions. You was in the car, you was racing the car, and you caused all this destruction on the highway. So of course, get a good attorney or a good team of attorneys and try to make the best case that you can for yourself in the whole situation. But definitely take responsibility while also trying to, I guess, avoid jail time. I don't know if he's even facing jail time over this, but like I said, the police charges haven't even been announced yet or whatever. So good luck, Rashee. Good luck, everybody that was affected in the crash, and good luck all the people whose lawsuits is fitting to come in the subsequent days, weeks, months, and the like. All right. So that was Rashee Rice. Next, y'all, let's move on to Trey Songz. Now, I haven't talked about Trey Songz in so long, so it was very interesting to see this little news story come up saying that Trey Songz settles $25 million lawsuit over alleged 2016 sexual assault, okay? So for all of y'all that had lives and couldn't keep up, last year, so that'll be 2023, a woman who basically refused to be completely identified. She, I guess, filed her lawsuit as Jane Doe. You can do that when you don't want to be formally identified, okay? So Jane Doe claimed that Trey Songz did a whole host of stuff to her, including Cosbying her without the roofiation of the situation, gender violence, false imprisonment, and intentional and negligent infliction of emotional distress. Okay, so it's a combo platter of stuff that he claims that that she claims that he did. Okay, and so that was in 2023 that she filed the lawsuit. And it was interesting because, you know, when it first came out, they basically were saying that, you know, they were denying the allegations, saying that the attorney who drafted the suit was credibly accused of trying to pay a woman to falsely accuse Trey, okay? So that was just last year that, you know, that was a tune that Trey and his attorneys were speaking of. Now, fast forward to April of the following year, and now Trey is settling this $25 million lawsuit. So what could have changed, right? That's the $1 million, or in this case, the $25 million question. What could have changed, right? Now, do I think that the girl got, you know, the full 25 million? Absolutely not, okay? If you let the truth be told, I don't even think that Trey Songz has $25 million to his name. But in this day and age, what people do is that they sue for the stars, okay? They sue for the stars and you settle somewhere in the atmosphere, okay? So I'm sure, you know, she didn't get 25 million, but I'm sure that she got something sizable in order for her to, you know, move on without making this an actual case. Well, I mean, it is an actual case, but making it a further case, because I think that the trial date was actually set for September of this year. So he avoided that by settling with her. Now, as I said, I don't think he has 25 mil to his name, so she got something sizable. I don't know if it was quite half, but, you know, when lawsuits drag on, you really realize whether or not you want to settle or move forward, because a lot of people don't have disposable income with which to keep fighting lawsuits, all right? But, you know, I asked before, what do you guys think the $25 million question was as to why he's doing this now in terms of settling the lawsuit? And if you think about it, look, settling a lawsuit does not indicate that you're guilty, okay? But it also does not indicate that you're innocent, all right? People love to say that when you settle a lawsuit, it's not an admission of guilt. And that's true, it's not. But in the court of public opinion, you know, people truly feel that innocent people don't, you know, settle lawsuits or whatever the case may be. So if he's settling it, this is just conjecture, and I have to say allegedly because I don't know any of this to be true, but 2024 has been the year of, you know, truth-telling, exposing people, and basically everybody lifting every voice and singing as far as wrongs that have been done to him or wrongs that have been done to them. So perhaps, okay, just perhaps, Trey was like, look, let me just go ahead and settle this lawsuit real quick, pay whatever money has to be paid, and maybe I could avoid, you know, surviving Trey Songz for a couple more years. just a couple more years. Because I'm telling you, the rumors in this street are that, you know, Trey is allegedly moving in kind of R. Kelly-ish footsteps, allegedly. So Don't be surprised later on if we see, a few years from now or 5 years from now, 10 years from now, surviving Trey Songz. Because I think Keke Palmer was the first one that kind of flagged everybody's attention in terms of everything ain't Gucci in the Trey Songz camp. All right. But anywho, so I guess he got 99 problems, but this lawsuit is no longer one of them. So congratulations, Trey, for settling the lawsuit. Congratulations, girl, for getting your money and sticking to your guns. And hopefully, my father always says the best lesson is a bought lesson. So if he settled with the girl and he bought this lesson, hopefully that kind of skews his alleged behavior so that he doesn't have to keep settling all these lawsuits and paying out all this money that allegedly he may not actually have. Okay, so that's Trey Songz. And last but not least, y'all, let's talk about OJ. Okay, so he's been forefront in a lot of people's minds since he died. What was that, last week at the age of 76? So the angle I want to kind of come at this from today is that it's alleged through Simpson's attorney that OJ died with less than millions. Okay, so clearly the man wasn't broke because he was getting his NFL pension, his other pensions and stuff like that. But I think that the thought of him being like this criminal mastermind with like offshore bank accounts and millions stashed away, it's kind of like the wallpaper is being drawn down on that whole scenario. Okay, so according to OJ's attorney, he had less than millions, but the Goldmans will get paid. So remember, the Goldmans and the Browns, they won a judgment from OJ. I think that was back in '97 for $33 million, and because OJ hasn't paid, pretty much any of it, it swelled from $33 million in terms of the original judgment to now it sits at about $100 million. I don't think OJ or his estate have ever even seen $100 million. So, in my opinion, you can't get blood from a turnip, all right? So OJ's attorney said, he didn't die broke, but he had, about 5 figures in a Nevada bank account. And of course, he was still getting his NFL pension and I guess some income related to stuff that he did regarding his movies and TV shows, appearances and stuff like that. But it says that his payments totaled much less than the $400,000 per year. That's been kind of the going number that's been associated with OJ and his income. So it's interesting though, because the lawyer in past days has been really bold online, claiming that the Goldman and the Brown families will get nothing. Okay, so look, I didn't know that when someone died, their beef transferred to the lawyer. I think it's wonderful to have an attorney that you've had for umpteen years, that's fought all of your battles, that's been with you side by side and stuff like that. And I guess OJ named, this longtime attorney the executor of his will. But the way the lawyer was kind of talking about it, it almost seemed personal. So I think you have to have a level of objectivity when you're the lawyer. Like, of course, you want to act in the best interest of your client, even though they're now deceased. But you can't really take on the energy of that stuff. You have to kind of view it in a black and white way. So I think that's why, when he was out there talking about, the Goldmans and the Browns, they never gonna get nothing, he had to walk those statements back a few days later, because you can't, OJ could have said that till the day he died, and hell, if you ask anybody or if you let the truth be told, he probably did, all right? But when it comes to the lawyer, you have to kind of govern yourself in a stronger level of decorum than like a private citizen basically would have, or someone who's not entrenched in the matter at hand. Okay, so the his attorney, whose name is Malcolm Laverne, basically said that all claims against the estate will be accepted, which basically means that the Goldman and the Brown families can go ahead and give their claims, and they'll be paid out based on what's there. And I think that's the key word in this thing, based on what's there. Because like I said before, you can't get blood from a turnip, okay? So if the judgment went from $33.5 million to $100 million, since OJ was ducking and dodging it all his life, and if he don't have $100 million, right? Now, if he put money in his trust for his kids, I don't believe that they can be basically accessed in order to satisfy that judgment. But y'all know that my damn law degree comes by way of How to Get Away with Murder Academy. So please talk to somebody or consult with somebody with a bigger, law background than me. But I would assume that when you've had this outstanding judgment for umpteen years, they're probably first in line as it relates to payments from the estate after it goes through probate. So just a crazy situation all around. It's a fool when you ducked and dodged this payment all your life. Your lawyer then takes over the vitriol that you had for these people and the judgment in death. And it just seems like this perpetual cycle that never kind of has any sort of substantive ending. So good luck to the Goldman and Brown families. It looks like even in death, you're still going to be fighting OJ's wishes through his attorney, who has kind of taken on all of the vitriol surrounding it. But I don't think you'll get $100 million in terms of what you're owed. But at least if you can get something more substantial than what you got when he was alive, perhaps that will kind of satisfy that need. Nothing can bring back your deceased family members, of course, but I think they really wanted OJ to feel the gravity of the situation through the payment. And since that never happened in life, perhaps they can get some sort of satisfaction that at least the estate, whatever cash that they do have, will be provided to them according to, I guess, how it gets paid out. But anywho, y'all, I think that's really all I wanted to discuss on this Dasher Live for Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. If you liked what I said, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all social media at DatDamnDasher. And until next time, y'all, I will leave you in the eternal words of Dr. Wendy's mama. Oh, quick note, I do this every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, usually around 6:45, 7 p.m. So check me out then. But I'm going to leave y'all in the eternal words of Dr. Wendy mama in Holy Ghost fire and thunderstorm, amen. Y'all have a great rest of y'all week. I'll see y'all on Thursday, and bye.